Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott is officially out for the remainder of the 2020 NFL season. The question now is, what should the Dallas Cowboys do? Should they pay him? Should they trade him? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Critical Condition. My name is Joe and I love to talk about sports way too much. With that being said, feel free to join me in the comment section down below and give me your thoughts on today's video. So, it's been a disappointing season for the Dallas Cowboys. You know, they're 2-4 and, unfortunately Dak Prescott, is out for the season. That's their starting quarterback. Now, to a lot of people, the Cowboys are, where we expect them to be, minus the quarterback injury. And to a lot of Cowboy fans specifically, obviously it's been a letdown and, they expected more from their squad. Don't know why, right? But anyways, that's not what this is about. This video today is going to be about why the Dallas Cowboys should move off Dak Prescott and trade him out, ship him out of town. So, real quick, just before I get started, I just want to remind everybody that this video is just based on my opinion. My opinion may not be the right one, but I want to hear yours. So, let's get started. So, the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott are in a little bit of an issue now. There were butting heads on a contract extension throughout this entire offseason, and ultimately the Dallas Cowboys ended up paying Dak $31.4 million in an exclusive franchise tag. Now, if the Dallas Cowboys do not want to give Dak Prescott another long-term extension, then they would have to pay him $38.9 million for another franchise tag, which just basically means that they'll be paying him that much money for another season. Now, obviously, I don't see this being the issue because that's a lot of money. So at this point, the Dallas Cowboys got to really make a serious decision when it comes to Dak Prescott. Now, at some point, again, the Dallas Cowboys have to make a decision on Dak. And obviously, if you want to know where my stance is, obviously look at the title of the video and you'll know that my stance on all this is the Dallas Cowboys just need to move off Dak. I'm not saying that Dak's a bad quarterback. I'm not saying that he's not talented. I love his leadership. I think he's phenomenal. I hope, he gets his money, and I hope he goes through a speedy recovery. But business is business. If there's one thing we've learned in the NFL is that this league is a business. And obviously, if you don't really know or you're on the fence about believing me when I tell you that, just look at how they've handled this whole pandemic. Pretty much. The NFL's been putting business first. And for the Dallas Cowboys perspective, I feel like they should put business first. Because with Dak Prescott, and I'm just going to be blunt with everybody, I've seen everything that I need to see from him as the starting quarterback for this team. Since Dak's entered the league, he's had, a top 5 to a top 8, offensive line. He's had, a top 5, without a doubt, running back. He's had, a top 6 receiving courses. He's entered the league, people, and through it all, the only thing you have to account for is a 1-2 record in the postseason. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it the goal every year to win a Super Bowl championship? Isn't Jerry Jones, his goal every year is to win a Super Bowl? Because Jerry wants to win one. He wants to see one more. And Cowboy fans want to see one more championship. I mean, come on, that's all I keep hearing about. Dallas Cowboys going to the Super Bowl. Well, people, I'm here to tell you that Dak's not the guy to take you to there. Now, people want to tell me that, oh, Dak Prescott is great and he's phenomenal and he's good. But here's the thing, people. If football or what really mattered in sports was the kind of stats you put up, Dak definitely is a top 5 quarterback. Without a doubt. I'm not debating that number-wise. But people, a lot of quarterbacks have great numbers. Look at Kirk Cousins. Are you really telling me that the Vikings are going to go ahead and win a Super Bowl championship because of Kirk Cousins? No. Dak's phenomenal. Great. Can put up those numbers. Great fantasy quarterback to have. I mean, he's overall as a starter, winning record, 42-27. He's thrown for 106 touchdowns to only 40 interceptions. And he's great. But, again, there's certain limitations with him. If I'm the Dallas Cowboys, I trade away Dak. If I'm the Dallas Cowboys, when I think about this season is you cross your fingers, you better off not winning that division if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, because of the fact that if you end up with a top 10, top 12 pick in this upcoming season's NFL draft, it's a 2021 NFL draft, you get the opportunity to get within shouting distance or are able to reach and have the opportunity to move up in the draft to get yourself one of the top 3 quarterbacks that are coming out of this upcoming NFL draft. That's either Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, or Trey Lance. Now, what I would do if I'm Dallas is I would get Dak. I would package him up with Michael Gallup. I used to think that Amari Cooper was the answer, but the Cowboys would take a nasty, hit towards the salary cap if they were to just trade him away this upcoming season. So they're trapped there. So I would trade away Dak Prescott, Amari Cooper. I'd give him the first this year, obviously to swap. I'd give whatever team, a third rounder. I'd give them next year's first, and I'd give another 5th round pick. Now I'd package that, I'd take that, and I'd give it to a team that's in the top 3, just to guarantee myself an opportunity to get one of those 3 quarterbacks. Now, truth be told though, the Dallas Cowboys would be better off taking any of those 3 quarterbacks, even if it's Trey Lance over Dak Prescott, just because all 3 of those quarterbacks have outstanding qualities. There are much better athletes and prospects than whatever Dak is, and they're certainly fitted to be a better quarterback moving forward than Dak, just because of the athletic ability that they have. Dak is athletic, but let's face it, people, he can carry a team. I've seen him without Zeke already. I've seen him with injuries towards his offensive line, and it's not great. What's the biggest knock on Dak already, people? Last season, 1-6 against playoff teams. This season, he was 1-3. Only won 1 game. The 3 that he lost, 2 of them came against winning teams. The Browns. He lost to the Browns. I'm sorry, the losses. He lost to the Browns. He lost to the Rams. He lost to the Seattle Seahawks. On 2 occasions out of those 3 losses, though, Dak had a chance to be able to lead a comeback drive and put his team in a position to either tie the game or win the game. Both of those times, he failed to get his team, the win. He threw a game-losing interception against the Seattle Seahawks. He failed to be able to put his team in field goal range against the Rams. With this guy, I've seen it. I've had enough people. If I'm the Dallas Cowboys and I truly want to win a Super Bowl championship, what I would do is it wouldn't be a hard rebuild. I'd package Dak with Gallup, your strong at receiver, give away four draft picks, and climb up to a top 3 pick so you can get the quarterback of the future. Because trust me, people, when I tell you, any of those 3 quarterbacks, better solution moving forward than Dak Prescott. Any of these 3 quarterbacks gives you a better shot at a Super Bowl championship, which is the goal if you're a Cowboys fan. Any one of these 3 quarterbacks is the answer long term, and I would pay the money without a doubt, unlike Dak. No knock against them though, man. I really don't want to offend anybody here, but that's just my opinion. That's just my take on this thing. The Dallas Cowboys need to trade Dak Prescott because he's about to get too expensive. The guy can't really overcome adversity. He's not really fit to carry a team by himself. That kind of money that he wants is for special players and special players only. He's definitely not a Russell Wilson. He's not a Patrick Mahomes. Just be real with yourself, and you accept that, the Dallas Cowboys will be better off. Anyways, that's my take, folks. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave it a like. And if you enjoyed content like this, feel free to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.